In this video, I've got 3 different topics that I want to talk about. Can you get back up? The battle against pain and the battle against pleasure. These are 3 different things upon discipline that I want to talk about. When you have a plan and you mess up and you fall down, can you get back up? Because a lot of people go through heartbreaks and go through trials and tribulations and they fail to get back up. The thing is that a lot of people go through struggles, a lot of people go through hard stuff, but if you're able to consistently pick yourself back up, still have the same confidence as you did before, still back yourself as the way you did before, and walk forward step after step to then continue on the journey to be the person and the man that you are capable of being. Now, when you do mess up, when you do fall over, when something doesn't go to plan, are you able to look at the situation, learn from it, get back up and move forward? Because a lot of the time, that's the difference between you succeeding and the next person failing, is the fact that they stopped. They gave up. They didn't want to do it anymore. They didn't want to go through the heartbreak anymore. They didn't want to go through pain anymore of embarrassment. They didn't want to sit in front of the camera and talk about anything because someone put a hate comment down, someone made fun of them, someone laughed at them. So they don't want to do this anymore. It's too much. But the person that keeps going, despite what people say, despite what people think, that's going to be the difference in success or failure. Do you know what failure is? Failure is not trying in the first place. 100%. Failure is not approaching that girl when you fully well could have. Failure is not posting that video even though you fully could have. Failing is not trying in the first place. That's what failure is. If you try and you look silly, that is success. And now that's depending on your perspective, that's depending on how you want to look at it. But 100%, if you continue to let the thoughts of others get in the way of your dreams, if you continue to let the fear of looking silly get in the way of the potential that you have, you ain't gonna make it anywhere. Because in this life, there is gonna be constantly different opinions. There's constantly gonna be different opinions. There's constantly gonna have people that will feel insecure about the fact that you're trying to do something bigger than themselves, that you're trying to do something that's different. Now that's gonna be the difference. If you're willing to disregard yourself away from the opinions of others, if you're able to own your own shit, back yourself, be confident, 100%. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you do anything is 100 depending on how comfortable you are with yourself. I know this may take time. This may take years of effort, of journaling, of figuring out what you really want, of figuring out what you really want to do. And that's okay. But for you not to try, that is failure. For you not to post, for you not to take the chance, is failure in itself. That's 100% true. Now you could sit there, be silly, but take the risk, learn from it and grow from it, or you can stay safe where you are right now. You can be in the same place as you were 5 years ago. That's cool with me. That's cool with everybody else too. Nobody gives a fuck if you stay in the same spot. No one cares whether you improve yourself or not. No one actually does. Since people don't care if you improve yourself or not, you might as well do it for your own benefit. You might as well do it for your own happiness, your future fulfillment, the future of your family. All of these things you have to take into account, and the discipline to walk no matter what people say, to walk in the direction that you want to go no matter what anyone thinks. Now the battle against pain and the battle against pleasure, this is another topic I wanted to talk about. These 2 concepts are very different, because similar but different, because I'm thinking about the battle against, I feel like that's what life's all about. The mental battle is constantly fighting against the pleasures and the pains of life. And people tend to, because it's natural for the human brain will automatically try and go for what's comfortable and safe. Your brain is going to tell you not to push that hard in the gym because you don't want to die or be at risk of hurting yourself. Now that's part of the mental mind state that everybody always goes through. We'll have a battle against pleasures, we'll have a battle against the actual pain of your body, of your mental state, of whatever. But also pain is progress. And also if you're able to refrain yourself from as much pleasure as possible, you will actually end up finding pleasure in the simpler things. And what I mean by that is the man that is able to have a less pleasurable thing in his life, let's say short-term pleasures like sex, too much of sex, too much drugs, too much alcohol, too much junk food, too much of any of the short-term pleasures, they're going to end up finding it hard to be happy in the simpler things in their life. But the man that is able to keep things very simple, very minimal, delayed gratification habits, they're going to find more pleasure and be more happy with a lot of other things in their life. So that would be the comparison. So if you find yourself battling against pleasure, battling against pain, that is 100% normal, because that's what your brain is going to do. Your brain is going to tell you, these voices in your head are going to tell you to stay comfortable, to stay content, to stay safe, and they're going to tell you these things. And sometimes time and place you should listen, but you'll know if you're doing enough. You'll definitely know if you sit there and tell me right now that you're doing enough, that you're doing plenty to be able to get to the next level or to where you want to be. You be honest with yourself and tell yourself, are you actually doing it? Because it's completely up to you. Now, you knowing what your limit is and how far you can push. If you're in your 20s, I especially believe this, burn out, hurt yourself, make a mistake, jump in the deep end, do all these stupid ass shit, do all the stupid shit when you're in your 20s, as in Take the chances, take the risks when you're in your 20s, because you have no idea what burnout is. You have no idea what pushing yourself in the gym to the limit to injure yourself is until you get to that point. But then you know where the line is, where you don't cross. But that's what your 20s, I believe, are for. I'm 22. I'm going to continue to put myself into situations that I may grow, that I may fall, that I may fail, that I may look silly, but that's going to grow and put me into the position that I want to be when I'm in my 30s. It's going to make me more resilient. It's going to make me more confident. It's going to make me more resourceful, more action oriented, whatever the case may be. That's going to make me the man I want to be when I'm in my 30s. Delay the gratification. Don't always pick the pleasurable things, because it's going to make it harder for you to be happy with the simple things. I hope you enjoyed this video at any point. I hope this helped you in any way possible. This video was about, can you get back up? Can you keep going when it gets hard? The other parts are the battle against pain and the battle against pleasure. We all go through it. We all have to battle it all the time. Don't let yourself get too comfortable, because that's going to be the difference of your potential. I appreciate you. I believe in you. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.